Good morning, folks. This is my first NERFA rodeo ever, so thanks in advance for being gentle. This first one is a sort of elegy to male hegemony, rest in peace, called The World Beyond Fathers and Sons. There are houses in history for fathers and sons, from Adam and Abel to Genghis and Khan. The wild oats were sown, and battles all won or lost. Sing a song for the fathers and sons. Sing a song for the fathers and sons. We were masters of fate and captains of souls. We marched to the moon and across the South Pole, and protected our families. Protect us from whom? Wondered those neither fathers nor sons. Wondered those neither fathers nor sons. I was 10 when I first saw my own father cry. On our black and white TV, a president died under a silver star North Texas sky. Blown away by a fatherless son. Blown away by a fatherless son. My boys, they're all grown. What will they now be? Neither warriors, outlaws, those dry legacies. Rather lovers and neighbors and parents and friends. In the world beyond fathers and sons. In the world beyond fathers and sons. Okay, while we're still in this bizarre capo arrangement, we'll do one more. This is the Grumpy Brooklyn Widower's Lament. It's called A Month of Sundays. Surprise, I lost my car keys, second time in 7 days. I'm guessing you know where they are. If I could reconnect the string that ran between our two tin cans, I'd call and you'd answer to tell me I'm just getting warm. The lights on Henry Street blink out. Another day crawls out of bed. Where's my goddamn flannel shirt? Even though it's wasted time, I'm calling and calling. I'm calling and calling and calling. I finally fixed the coat rack. Some hipsters moved in 2 floors down. The Bergen Street station's still closed. Springs around the corner, garbage blooming in the street. I'm guessing you smile and you shrug and no part of it's news. The lights on Henry Street blink out. Another day arrives on time. Where the hell's my flannel shirt? It's around here, I'm not blind, but calling and calling. I'm calling and calling and calling. We on earth can't keep from keeping up our ends of conversations. Keep expecting revelations from the folks who've moved along. When the folks in ancient Egypt built those tiny river houses for no longer living loved ones, I'm not sure they got it wrong. I wonder why I'm tired. Sorrow's not some heavy lift. It's more of a long April day, although our second April, that sodden Sunday afternoon, we slalomed and splattered down sidewalks, the rain on our side. The lights on Henry Street give up. I guess I'll crawl on out of bed. Never mind the keys and shirt, they were never really why I called and keep calling. I'm calling and calling and calling. I'm calling and calling and calling. I'm going to wait for a second for a plane to go by and switch to a flat pick and some politics. Equal opportunity politics, because this one's a pox on all our houses, called Broken Voices. West Virginia, not a place we've ever been. If it's true, it's almost heaven. Is there room to let us in? Room for Buddhists, even atheists, for Muslims and for Jews. Pretty soon it seems like heaven, not a place that gets to choose. We gather by the water in the dark before the dawn, where we raise our broken voices and sing along. Massachusetts, that's a place we might call home, where the poor who live among us barely claim to pick a bone. our wide awakened fervor, our environmental pain, contradict our frequent flyer points and second homes in Maine. Will we gather by the water in the dark before the dawn? Will we raise our broken voices and sing along? Will hallelujah raise our flags on high? Hallelujah. What if flags won't fly back to heaven? We all want to go inside. If that means we go together, I guess we'll set aside our petrified reluctance to admit we might be wrong, our single shared assumption that some people don't belong. Will we gather by the water in the dark before the dawn? Will we raise our broken voices and sing along? Sing along, sing this song. All right, let's end on a more fanciful note. This is a song about city slickers like me who move to places like this and try to pass as plain old country folk. It's called Urban Ears. Ain't no dude half as clueless whose bling is nearly half as useless as a city boy pretending that he's not. Your yoga pants, they make me hiccup. Those gravel bikes can't haul my pickup. Your skinny Nordic skis sure cost a lot. I know your Brooklyn life inundated you with strife. They made you buy a latte just to pee. But when you show up here, overwhelmed with all that gear, you're residing in a bumpkin fantasy. I myself, upon reflection, made the same mistake in that direction as a newborn country mouse in '92. Swapped my condo for a chalet and sold my tickets to the ballet and bought a Subaru and Merrill shoes. Soon, people just like me formed a mob mentality, descending like a pestilential curse. Along with sushi bars and those wimpy plug-in cars, Brattleboro might as well be Bensonhurst. All in all, it might be good if we fessed up to our chronic urbanhood, reclaim what we miss and left behind. Rural Life's so chill and free from grime, but there's also not the Guggenheim, nor the Met, nor Mets, nor Circle Line. We might as well admit we're all metropolitan twits who couldn't tell a goldfish from a trout, and hand the homes we've commandeered back to those who've long lived here, and hope their doors will gently slam our asses out. Thanks.